Whoa, what's up, Gump? And what's up, freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start off things a little different. Of course, we're going to install the Kigley 12-to-1 crank trigger wheel and show you how we do that. But we're going to start off a little vloggy, show you what it's like at the barn and how we operate. You ready, Gump? Let's go!
To some losses through the process had me furious, but I got eyes on the vision, can't get delirious. Fall in love with the game and then you marry it. I think I married it. This the anthem. If you reckon with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up.
What is up, freaks? Today we're going to do something a little different. Just at the beginning, I'm going to take you out here and show you, a little bit of the background, a little bit of the backdrop, our little path to the barn, and maybe it's not as glamorous as you think. Maybe it's more glamorous than you think. It's for you to judge. Anyway, live in a camper out at my mom's. Used to drive out here every day after work and take care of everything for her and mow the lawn and all that stuff. And we talked about it, and I got sick of doing the drive to take care of multiple households. And my wife and I sold our house to move out here and kind of, split the bills, and so I could take care of all the property, and it works out great for us. There's the main house. There's how windy it is, and that's the river right there. And I gotta say, man, I truly love being out here. I'm with my mom, my sister, and my wife every day. Like, not everybody wants that life, but it's a blessing to me. And here's the barn, and here's my a lot of America around here. Oh, wall. These are solar power. Oh, you can't see nothing. Solar powered sensor lights. I have one extension cord running out here, but it provides more than enough light for this job. And then, as you can see, the car is under the cover, and that car's under the cover. So next thing I'm going to do is go over there and start the heater and get out here for a minute while it runs and let it warm up a tiny bit. Very curious if this microphone actually helps even while the heater's running. It's just too daggum cold to go without it now. What are we working on today, Gump? What you got? Drop it for daddy. Good boy. Ooh, something from Kigley Racing. You got fired up about it, huh, Gump? You gotta be good and stay off the car like a good boy. What are these? Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't need those. And again, I'm gonna try to keep this real behind the scenes-y, real vloggy, and just kind of show you how I come up with what I come up with. So, entertaining or not, I thought it would be fun, and that's what matters. I mean, that's pretty much how simple it is to get B-roll, or at least how I do it. I know there's a lot more fancy tech guys out there who'll do it a lot fancier, but I'm not that guy. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting the car set up. And now while I got 2 seconds, I'm gonna turn the heater on. Leave my stuff alone. No. No. Like anything on the timing belt side of the engine, we start by removing the engine mount. Then I hop over to the water pump block-off plate, which I just had sitting there. Now that I have the gasket, I'm going to install it correctly. One of the major differences is the hardware you're going to use. It requires an Allen head. And of course, it requires me to be at a weird position trying to awkwardly get it in the hole. Yeah, I said it, in the hole. Of course, I use my torque wrench that I have built into my arm because I do everything by the book. Just in case you're like me and throw away the instructions, yes, everything balance shaft related must go. And then of course, clean up the oil because, well, it's a DSM. Then install the Kigley 12-to-1 crank trigger plate. Now, put on the timing belt sprocket. Then you have to hop over here, remove these 2 bolts because that's where the Kigley bracket mounts that holds the sensor so it can read the trigger wheel. Go ahead and give it one final wipe down before you install the bracket. Again, it's a DSM. We all know there's some oil there. Now, start to install the bracket. I mounted it with this bolt first, and then I took the Allen head and hammered it home. Again, using the torque wrench built into my arm. When all is said and done, it should look something like this. But don't forget the most important step, checking the distance between the sensor and the crank trigger. It's recommended at 25 to 35 thousandths. Now it's as simple as putting the daggum thing back together. There's a million timing jobs out there on the internet, so I'm not going to show you how to do it. But I do like using the clamps versus the zip ties, I will say that. Once everything is hooked up and the belt feels properly tensed, I still to this day always do the 6 rotations and make sure it lines up on the timing marks at the end, especially with doing something like this trigger wheel.
So you'll be able to see it in the other angles, but this is one of those weird things where buying a used new part, I mean, it's gonna operate fine, but it's got some oxidization. I think that's somewhere in the ballpark of the correct word.
Hooking up the balancer is relatively easy, whether it's the fluid damper or the OEM. It's just 4 bolts. The only thing I will say is I have seen them get tightened on so they have a wiggle to them. So try to equal out how you tighten each bolt. And of course, torque to spec with that wrist torque wrench.
Go ahead and pop this on here right quick. No, I'm not. Just kidding.
Almost got ahead of the gun right there. But now we're installing these beautiful boosted fabrication engine mounts. Barn Cat edition, of course. If you guys are having trouble installing these, remember to loosen each other mount and it'll help give you the wiggle room needed. And like always, we're going to go ahead and torque to spec. But first we're going to snug it down with the old robot, and then we get out the old torque arm. And presto, spec'd.
Boom. Another piece to the puzzle. We're getting closer, but y'all gonna stick around because most of those parts we were waiting on, pretty much arriving. The only big thing I think we have left to order at this point is wheels and tires, and I'm not in a big rush because the car's got to get wired. But I'm very curious. What are you working on? What are you waiting on? You got parts coming? Have they came? Anyway, go in the comments. Let us know. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. All that YouTuber stuff. Help us out. Help us grow. Anyway, as always, I encourage you guys to be just like Gumpy is with his ball. Get out there. Get outside your comfort zone. Feed dreams and start fears, y'all. But wait, there's more. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. No, it's my monkey. Stop it. Stop it. Get back. Go get your ball. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Where's your ball? I don't have it. Haha. Leave me alone. No, that's my monkey. No, my monkey. No. What? What? Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Hey, what's up, man? We're here with Barn Built Dreams. This is my boy Aiden. Guess what he just did? Bought a precision hat because, you know, Barn Built Dreams is going to be repping that precision turbo. Yes, and gang. Free keychain for my boy.
Thank you.
Look at that, bro.
Appreciate it.
You want me to? Sure?
Yes, sir.
Final
Go
answer,
for
top
it.
or bottom?
Top. All right.
Hey,
Thank
bro.
you.
Appreciate you. Hope you have
Sir,
a good
of
event.
course.
Make
Thank
sure you
you.
go subscribe.